So I'm less concerned about walking into somebody's hideout now. Yeah, I'll look for any kind of handles or anything that might be able to pull this makeshift doorway around.
Essentially, as you pull open the grating and slide it back, you can tell that it is just one chunk. It's just a door, essentially. Like somebody just built it to pretend like this place was just filled up. And as you push it open, you can see another one at the end, but now you know the trick of how to get them open. You can easily get past it.
When you get to the second one, just out of curiosity, I'm going to put my ear to it first and see if I hear movement on the other side.
You hear the dripping of water from the other side, but that's about it.
And I'll go ahead and pull that one open too.
Right. As you pull open the other door, you end up in the hallway of a much nicer looking place. Well, water is still dripping down, but you can tell that you're getting into the base proper.
Well, haven't heard any alarms go off yet, so I suppose we're still in good standing.
Yeah, do you suspect that they'd have some kind of security gate or something down here that we'd have to hack through?
Yeah, that, or I'd definitely keep my eyes peeled for any kind of motion sensors that we might trip.
Oh, my chair's squeaky. I'm just gonna like pick up Adam and like basically like set him on my shoulder and just be like, be vigilant.
Thanks, Doc.
Be vigilant. As you start making your way through the water of the base, you can tell that, well, things didn't fare that much better here either. It
Ooh,
seems
you
like
know what? I'm going to go ahead and use that fancy lens that I have and switch on the night vision, just in case it might help me pick up any laser tripwires.
What special lens are you talking about?
I forget where I got it now, but it was the one that it's just like you said. It was like, oh no, I think I got it from the doctor guy.
Yes, I know what
That
you
fits
mean.
over one eye.
Yeah, so essentially you're using the one-eyed monocle type thing.
Yeah, and I'm putting on the night vision mode just to see if it'll help me pick up any laser tripwires that might set off an alarm.
You do find as you're heading towards the door, there is a scanner above the door, as you can see the lasers passing back and forth.
I will stop everyone before they pick us up and see if there's any kind of console nearby that might turn it on or off or give it whatever credentials it's looking for.
It doesn't seem to want credentials. It looks like it's just any warning system, like if somebody's coming through here, open said door.
What do you suspect?
So like a thing to open a door, not a thing to set off an alarm.
Seems that way, yes.
Well, it's definitely a motion sensor of some sort, but I don't think it's connected to any kind of alarms. I think it's just meant to be kind of like if you remember in the old days when you'd walk in front of a door at a store and it would just open automatically for you.
Yeah, that is essentially it. Though the door is already open. It just seems to be scanning back and forth.
If there's a way for us to avoid it, I think that would be preferable regardless, just in case.
Yeah, if it is just a back and forth motion, if we could, and since I don't know if anybody else can see it besides me without the night vision, but if they can't, I will give them the timing to jump through.
So I guess we'll like do the formation, send Caleb through first.
Maybe we should send Logan through first because he's so dexterous.
I mean, combat is kind of my thing, so I wouldn't mind taking point. And no, I'm not gonna comment on that jab you took. My amazing agility.
Logan, you're a very springy boy. Don't ever let anybody tell you any different.
Yay.
So, are you walking through it?
Yeah, we're going to try to time it so as the beams are moving one way, we jump through the other.
This isn't gonna turn into some Resident Evil shit where suddenly there's like a grid of unpassable lasers or something.
No, they're gonna be very passable. You just have to be really good at flipping.
Right. So each of you, please roll me 1 second coordination.
Oh boy.
What's the difficulty?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difficult?
It is going to be 3.
Oh well, I'm
Maybe you guys should
I'm
hang
gonna-
back for a sec. Let's see what happens if I go first.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm not very light on my feet.
Maybe I can figure out a way to, you know, stop them from the other side. You guys can pass more.
That's a good call, actually.
Let's see. Yeah, you make it through. Everybody else going to roll coordination?
We're going to wait and see if he sees a way to turn it off.
There doesn't seem to be any way to turn it off.
Oh shit. Can
I am going to drug myself.
just a sec. Can I,
Oh.
because this base is coming apart, are there any loose glasses or anything I can use to kind of mess with the lasers, make the entire experience a bit more easy for them?
Ooh, a reflective metal panel or something.
I was hoping, I don't know.
Not really, no.
Even if I use light side dice?
I mean, I don't understand what you want to do.
Lasers are reflectable, right? I want to use something to reflect them so they have an
It's-
easier way to pass.
It's a scanner. Whatever's going to be blocking the lasers, it will detect.
Okay. Well, good luck, guys.
I'm going to use one of my files here to just bump up my agility by 1 and suffer 3 strain.
Okay.
So I'll get an additional green.
And I'll let you go ahead since I've still got to give you the right timing for it.
All right. He pokes himself with the needle. He's like, "Whoo, let's do this! I'm ready."
I'm pumped! I'm fucking pumped!
Oh, I didn't roll that right.
No, you did. It just didn't give any results and it canceled each other out.
Okay, right. So, Ruben, as you're going towards the door, you go, I think it is, and you make it. Your body makes it through. It's like yes, and you see your foot get clipped by the lasers, and all you hear is, "Oh no!" And then, ding! Welcome back.
Welcome. Huh? Is this like
Maybe
somebody's
it's your
front
armor.
door?
Welcome back, security chief.
Oh. Well, that
I
was
guess it's a good thing you got that armor, huh?
that's a lot of excitement for hopefully nothing.
Good job, Ruben. You
Well,
almost
since
did
it's
it.
already been tripped, I guess I'll just walk through myself.
As you walk through it, immediately goes, "Welcome back, security chief." As if it's trying to recall information but can't.
If bots are maintaining this facility, I guess it is safe to assume that they, for the most part, try to ignore the sewers.
Yeah, probably, especially if they do have cleaning bots around, and
Or
that's the
maybe,
condition that that tunnel was in. They probably don't head down here.
or maybe they just can't fix it.
Exactly. Who knows?
Well,
let's proceed then. Seems like we do have credentials to get a little bit further.
let's give it a shot.
Alright then. Deeper down the hole we go.
Down the rabbit hole. As you start progressing down the way, you'll come across, well, the computers. It seems like the flood control computers.
Anybody
Well, I
fancy
imagine
a
you don't
swim?
want to mess with them.
No, didn't land. Didn't land.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking to myself, if we start messing around with this without knowing what we're doing, we're liable to, like you said, give ourselves a swim.
Otherwise, there are, well, more computers down the way. They seem to be actually set up, like, on military crates and the like.
So more of a makeshift setup than like an official installation.
Does look like it, yes.
That's kind of curious. We'll head over towards those and see if I can figure out what's installed on the computer. So if they're still running, see what's installed on them, see why they've been set up down here.
It seems like these are the, well, you can immediately tell because you know that this is a flood control place that was taken over by the military to use as a base. So these are their computers.
So this is still not in the military base proper. This is something that they took over.
This is part of a military base.
Oh, so
He means
there was
this
like a
used to be
civilian.
flood control place, and then
Yeah.
the military took it over.
Yeah, so this, the way I'm imagining history went now is that this wasn't originally built as a military base. The military came in here and said, we're taking this land now, and they built a base over whatever civilian stuff was here.
Basically.
Okay, now I
They
follow.
just took over the flood control building, basically.
That's very neighborly of them.
Eminent domain, bitch.
in a domain going hacked wild.
Those sounds mess with me a little bit. So are we, I guess these controls, is there a clear path towards the spot we're going from here?
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. I was just asking. So we're in a room. There's a military computer here, and is there a clear path forward, or are we stuck in here?
Yeah, there seems to be the main entrance. The flight control building wasn't very big, give or take, because mainly the rest of the building, you can tell from the flow control computers, are storage tanks for the flooding.
Do the tanks seem full?
Well, no. Seems like it wasn't turned on to stop any flooding.
We haven't come across any flooding either, have we? Other than the water dripping?
Well, the dripping seems to be more or less from pipes from the filtering system.
Yes, we haven't found any flooded corridors or anything like that. So I think we're okay for now.
Well, not completely flooded, but ground has at least been about 2 inches of water this entire time.
I'm sure that's perfectly within safety protocol.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine that if we do turn this on, it's not going to be a quiet thing. Pumps usually aren't. So let's just save this aside until we actually need it.
Otherwise, what are you doing?
We will assume formation and move forward.
Okay. So you're moving forward. Past the military equipment and to the large double doors that lead to outside?
Sounds like a plan to me.
And if that's the only way, sure.
Okay. Right. So essentially, as you open up the double doors, you can see a few of the little, what appear to be tiny maintenance bots just floating around to the shells of the vehicles around and, fix them up as well as they can. Meanwhile, the turrets on the side suddenly turn around and point towards the double doors.
They haven't shot, they're just pointing at us.
Currently,
Do they have a clean shot that they could have taken?
they're pointing past the net, but otherwise it seems like you haven't crossed the threshold from the door.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Any ideas for how we can evade the notice of this thing?
Well, I could check in those military computers and see if there's any kind of way I can backhack my way into their primary systems. Depends on how well they set this shit up or if they were just concerned with the pumps.
Yeah, whatever you're able to do, do it fast. I don't like the way this looks out here.
So what's the plan?
I will check those military computers out and see if there's any subsystems I could use as a backdoor into the turrets.
Okay then. It seems like you either need a password, a key card, or, well, hack it.
Well, hacking didn't do so well last time, but suppose it's worth giving it another shot. We do still have our computer with us.
I'm just gonna like pick up Adam and set him down on the computer terminal. It's like, come on, boy. I mean, oh, he's a cat.
So you want Adam to try and hack.
And I'll provide assistance again.
Okay.
That is uncanny.
Adam seems to be having a lot of issues getting into the military equipment. But at least he hasn't triggered anything.
Dude, what the fuck is up with that difficult? Usually you'd bump it to reds, like 6 fucking purples? What the fuck? I've never actually seen that difficulty. The highest difficulty I've ever seen, I think, in the game is like 4
Sorry.
reds.
No, sorry, that's wrong.
That's fucked up.
Oh well, it just removes like one of them anyway. Changes nothing.
So if we, what do you think the likelihood is if we step out there that we just get immediately blasted into paste?
I'm thinking pretty high.
Is there some way that we could, like, for example, draw that thing's attention away, like any kind of distraction? Do you think if we were just to like huck a piece of metal or something out of the door frame, do you think it would turn to notice it, or its sensors that advanced?
I mean, potentially, but we're talking seconds here and we don't know where we're going.
Yeah, there's no, so in this room, so there's the exit that basically leads to their like courtyard in the military base, and there's not really any other like apparent, I guess we'd be like right at the wall if we're in this room.
Will we get that impression? Looking outside?
The impression that you would get shot.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so this building, this room that we're in, is this room like inside of the wall that surrounds the base, and then that door is just directly into their courtyard?
Yeah, that's what you were looking into before.
Yeah, so there's not really, we don't get the impression there's any like other access, or like it's basically, it's all concrete. There's no like anywhere else we could go within the wall.
Basically.
So wait, I'm getting confused. Are we trying to open a door or something? What's happening?
So we can open the door, but it takes us immediately into the courtyard, and there's a turret that's watching over it.
Why do we want to go there? Don't we want to go deeper into the base?
Well, I don't know.
The base
Well,
is
you
above
know,
ground.
it's like,
Yeah.
this is just a flood control area. All the military stuff is outside or in here with the computers.
Well, fuck it. Why don't we just use the flood control to flood the entire area outside, fuck up the turrets, and then go?
And flood Integra and your cars.
I mean, I'm not sure exactly what the flood control does then, and for what area. Doesn't it have sectioned off areas? Is it just gonna flood the entire fucking area?
It's just the docks. It just prevents flooding of the dock area.
Ah, okay. So
well, we didn't
what
come
about
here
that,
for no reason, so
What about that, Konzo? You said something about the key card. Can't we find out where the key card is?
You cut out at the end there.
Yeah.
Can't
okay.
we figure out where the key card is? You mentioned something about the key card.
It may be somewhere around here.
Yeah, let's look
Oh,
for
okay.
that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't really given this place a thorough look around either.
Yeah, let's do that before we do anything else.
You may roll perception at 3 dice. Difficulty dice. Purples.
There you go.
All of these canceling out rolls all of a sudden.
oh, how do I even? Whatever.
Right. Logan, you do spot well, a few corpses. There's quite a few around here, some sitting in chairs, some laying in the floating in the water as a bag of bones.
The dead are dead. I'm not squeamish. Gonna look for one.
Okay, this will take you around about an hour to check them all.
Jesus fuck! How many corpses are there?
Well, quite a few. There's not hundreds, but you're trying to search them thoroughly for a thin piece of card.
Right. Fucking terminal. Does it say something about the owner of the card? Something that may help us track them down a bit more easily.
It just says authorization card.
Ruben's gonna just roll up his rubber gloves and just be like, I'm ready to loot through some corpses if you are, my friend.
Are they all wearing the same uniforms? Anything distinguished about them?
Well, we did hear that, and I forget what, out of character, I forget what the phrase was, but we did hear that doorway thing say, welcome back, and then whatever it was that it had said.